Michael Bernard Beckwith says, creation is always happening. Every time an individual has a thought or a prolonged chronic way of thinking, they are in creation process. Something is going to manifest out of those thoughts. What are you thinking now is creating your future life. You create your life with your thoughts because you are always thinking. You are always creating. What do you think about the most or focus on the most is what will appear as your life. Like all the laws of nature, there is utter perfection in this law. You create your life. Whatever you sow, you reap. Your thoughts are seeds, and the harvest you reap will depend on the seeds you plant. If you are complaining, the law of attraction will powerfully bring into your life more situations for you to complain about. If you are listening to someone else complain and focusing on that, sympathizing with them, agreeing with them, in that moment you are attracting more situations to yourself to complain about. The law is simply reflecting and giving back to you exactly what you are focusing on with your thoughts. With this powerful knowledge, you can completely change every circumstance and event in your life by changing the way you think. Bill Harris, teacher and founder of Centerpoint Research Institute, says, I had a student named Robert who was taking an online course I have, part of which entails email access to me. Robert was gay. He outlined all the grim realities of his life in his emails to me. In his job, his coworkers ganged up or on him. It was constantly stressful because of how nasty they were with him. When he walked down the street, he was accosted by homophobic people who wanted to abuse him in some way. He wanted to become a stand up comedian, and when he did his stand up comedy job, everybody heckled with him about being gay. His whole life was one of unhappiness and misery, and it all focused around being attacked because he was gay. I began to teach him that he was focusing on what he did not want. I directed him back to his email that he sent me and said, read it again. Look at all the things you do not want that you are really telling me about. I can tell you are very passionate about this, and when you focus on something with lot of passion, it makes it happen even faster. Then he started taking this thing about focusing on what you want to heart, and he began really trying it. What happened within the next 6 to 8 weeks was an absolute miracle. All the people in his office who had been harassing him either transferred to another department, quit working at the company, or started completely leaving him alone. He began to love his job. When he walked down the street, nobody harassed him anymore. They just weren't there. When he did his stand up comedy routines, he started getting standing ovations and nobody was heckling him. His whole life changed because he changed from focusing on what he did not want, what he was afraid of, what he wanted to avoid, to focusing on what he did want. Robert's life changed because he changed his thoughts. He emitted a different frequency out into the universe. The universe must deliver the pictures of the new frequency no matter how impossible the situation might seem. Robert's new thoughts became his new frequency, and the pictures of his entire life changed. Your life is in your hands. No matter where you are now, no matter what has happened in your life, you can begin to consciously choose your thoughts and you can change your life. There is no such thing as a hopeless situation. Every single circumstances of your life can change. The power of your mind. Michael Bernard Beckwith says you attract to you the predominant thoughts that you are holding in your awareness, whether those thoughts are conscious or unconscious. That's the rub. Whether you have been aware of your thoughts in the past or not, now you are becoming aware. Right now, with the knowledge of the secret, you are waking up from a deep sleep and becoming aware. Aware of the knowledge, aware of the law. aware of the power you have through your thoughts. Dr. John DiMartini says if you look very carefully when it comes to the secret and the power of your mind and the power of our intention in our daily lives, it's all around us. All we have to do is open our eyes and look. Lisa Nicholas says you can see the law of attraction everywhere. You draw everything to yourself: the people, the job, the circumstances, the health, the wealth, the debt, the joy, the car that you drive, the community that you are in, and you have drawn them all to you like a magnet. What you think about you bring about your whole life is a manifestation of the thoughts that go on in your head. This is a universe of inclusion, not exclusion. Nothing is excluded from the law of attraction. Your life is a mirror of the dominant thoughts you think. All living things on this planet operate through the law of attraction. The difference with humans is that they have a mind that can discern. They can use their free will to choose their thoughts. They have the power to intentionally think and create their entire life with their mind. Dr. Fred Alan Wolf says, quantum physics lecturer and award winning author says, I am not talking to you from the point of view of wishful thinking or imaginary craziness. I am talking to you from a deeper, basic understanding. Quantum physics really begins to point to this discovery. It says that you can't have a universe without mind entering into it, and that the mind is actually shaping the very thing that is being perceived. If you think about the analogy of being the most powerful transmission tower in the universe, you will see the perfect correlation with Dr. Wolf's words. Your mind thinks, thoughts, and the pictures are broadcast back as your life experience. You not only create your life with your thoughts, but your thoughts add powerfully to the creation of the world. If you thought that you were insignificant and had no power in this world, think again. Your mind is actually shaping the world around you. The amazing work and discoveries of the quantum physicists over the last 80 years has brought us to a greater understanding of the unfathomable power of the human mind to create. Their work parallels the word of the world's greatest minds, including Carnegie, Emerson, Shakespeare, Bacon, Krishnamurti, and Buddha. Bob Proctor says if you don't understand the law, that doesn't mean you should reject it. You may not understand electricity and yet you enjoy the benefits of it. I don't know how it works, but I do know this. You can cook a man's dinner with electricity and you can also cook the man. Michael Bernard Beckwith says, oftentimes when people begin to understand the great secret, they become frightened of all the negative thoughts that they have. They need to be aware that it has been scientifically proven that an affirmative thought is hundred of times more powerful than a negative thought. That eliminates a degree of worry right there. It really does take many negative thoughts and persistent negative thinking to bring something negative into your life. However, if you persist in thinking negative thoughts over a period of time, they will appear in your life. If you worry about having negative thoughts, you will attract more worrying about your negative thoughts and multiply them at the same time. Decide right now that you're going to think only good thoughts. At the same time, proclaim to the universe that all your good thoughts are powerful and that any negative thoughts are weak. Lisa Nicholas says, thank God that there's a time delay, that all of your thoughts don't come true instantly. We'd be in trouble if they did. The element of time delay serves you. It allows you to reassess, to think about what you want, and to make a new choice. All of your power to create your life is available right now because Right now is when you are thinking. If you had some thoughts that will not be beneficial when they manifest, then right now you can change your thinking. You can erase your previous thoughts by replacing them with good thoughts. Time serves you because you can think new thoughts and emit a new frequency now. Dr. Joe Wiltale says you want to become aware of your thoughts and choose your thoughts carefully. And you want to have fun with this because you are the masterpiece of your own life. You are the Michelangelo of your own life. The David you are sculpting is you. One way to master your mind is to learn to quiet your mind. Without exception, every teacher in this book uses meditation as a daily practice. It wasn't until I discovered the secret that I realized how powerful meditation can be. Meditation quiets your mind, helps you control your thoughts, and revitalizes your body. The great news is that you don't have to set aside hours to meditate. Just 3 to 10 minutes a day to begin with can be incredibly powerful for gaining control over your thoughts. To become aware of your thoughts, you can also set the intention. I am the master of my thoughts. Say it often, meditate on it, and as you hold that intention, by the law of attraction, you must become that. You are now receiving the knowledge that will enable you to create the most magnificent version of you. The possibility of that version of you already exists on the frequency of the most magnificent version of you. Decide what you want to be, do, and have. Think the thoughts of it. Emit the frequency, and your vision will become your life. Secret summaries. The great secret of life is the law of attraction. The law of attraction says, like, attract like. So when you think a thought, you're also attracting like thoughts to you. Thoughts are magnetic and thoughts have a frequency. As you think thoughts, they are sent out into the universe and they magnetically attract all the like things that are on the same frequency. Everything sent out returns to the source. That's you. You are like a human transmission tower, transmitting a frequency with your thoughts. If you want to change anything in your life, change the frequency by changing your thoughts. Your current thoughts are creating your future life. What you think about the most or focus on the most will appear as your life. Your thought becomes things. Thank you. Let's meet in the second session with the chapter 2.